Have you ever found yourself pleading with the universe, desperately asking for a sign? Maybe you were hoping for love, for success, or simply for a break from all the endless struggle. You cried out for help, for a message, for some kind of guidance. But all you were met with was silence. It's easy to believe that the universe isn't listening. But let me tell you something important. That's not the truth. The universe hears every word you speak, every feeling you have, every silent wish you send out. It's listening. Always. The real reason you're not receiving the answers you seek is not because you're being ignored. It's because you've been asking in the wrong way. What I'm about to reveal to you might sound unbelievable at first. It may not be magic, but once you truly grasp it, it will feel like it. Because this isn't guesswork. This isn't fantasy. It's a powerful truth rooted in the groundbreaking teachings of Jacobo Grinberg, a brilliant mind who dedicated his life to understanding consciousness and how our thoughts shape the very fabric of reality. And this message you're hearing right now, this video was meant for you. If you stay with me until the very end, you'll uncover exactly how to make the universe say yes to the things you desire most. Whether that's love, wealth, peace, success, or all of them together. You see, most people go through life believing that reality just happens to them. They think it's all about luck, fate, or some unchangeable divine plan. They live as if their story was already written and they're just acting it out, powerless to change it. But what if I told you that reality isn't simply happening to you? What if I told you you are creating it moment by moment? Yes, you. Not fate, not chance, not destiny. You are the creator. Everything you dream of, love, abundance, joy, health, it's already out there, waiting for you. But there's one condition. You must know how to ask for it the right way. Because if you're asking the wrong way, it's like standing in front of a locked door, knocking over and over again, while the key has been sitting quietly in your pocket the whole time. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's not about chanting affirmations in the mirror without real belief behind them. This is much deeper. This is science. This is energy. The truth is, your thoughts and emotions are constantly sending out a signal, a vibration, and that vibration shapes the very reality you live in. If your inner world is filled with fear, with doubt, with a sense of lack, then that low vibration is exactly what the universe will match and reflect back to you. But the moment you learn how to shift your energy, to align your inner vibration with what you truly desire, the universe begins to respond in ways that feel almost miraculous. It's not magic. It's not wishful thinking. It's a natural, universal law. And once you understand it, everything changes. Jacobo Grinberg spent his life studying this. He discovered that our minds don't just interpret reality like a camera. They project it like a movie screen. What you focus on inside, what you think and feel every day, shapes what happens outside. Here's where most people go wrong. They think asking the universe means begging, pleading, wishing hard enough, and hoping something will change. But that's not how it works. The universe doesn't answer words, it answers energy. It answers vibration. So when you truly want something, you don't ask for it like it's far away. You become the frequency of what you want. You start to live as if it's already here. And yes, the method is simple. It only takes 3 steps. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each one. And I promise, if you stay with me until the end, you'll never ask the universe the same way again. You'll understand how to manifest anything, because you'll finally be using the right method. But before we get into the steps, let's clear one thing up. Think of the universe like a mirror. It doesn't send you what you say. It reflects what you are. If deep down you keep repeating, "I'm not good enough," the universe reflects that belief back at you. But if you begin to shift your energy and your inner voice becomes, "I am worthy. I am ready. I already have what I desire," then the universe starts moving everything around you to match that energy. So let me ask you again, what is it that you truly want? Is it love? Is it financial freedom? Is it deep health and healing? Whatever it is, it's already within reach. The universe is not your judge. It's your mirror. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you the 3 simple steps to align your vibration with what you want most. When you do, the universe won't say maybe. It won't say later. It will say yes. Because that's what it's always been waiting to say. So don't go anywhere. Because once you understand this, your life will never be the same. Let's begin. Step 1. Multisensory visualization. Most people think they know how to visualize, but the truth is, they're doing it wrong. Here's the common mistake. They imagine their dream like it's far away. They picture like a scene in a movie playing in their mind. It's nice to look at, but they're just watching, not feeling. But guess what? The universe doesn't respond to dreams that feel distant. It responds to what you believe is real right now. Let me explain how this works. When I first started visualizing, I did what most people do. I imagined things I wanted, like a better job, more money, or love. I could see the image clearly, but I didn't feel anything. There was no emotion, no connection. It was like watching someone else's life. And guess what happened? Nothing. Because I was disconnected. I was sending a weak signal. Then, something changed. I learned to fully immerse myself in the experience. And that's the key. Here's how to do it the right way. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes. And instead of just seeing your desire, step into it. Live it in your mind. Feel it in your body. Let's say you want a dream job. Don't just picture the office. Walk through it. Feel the weight of your briefcase in your hand. Hear the sound of your heels or shoes on the hallway floor. Touch the desk. Smell the fresh coffee. Sit in the soft leather chair. Feel the confidence in your chest, the excitement in your heart. And most importantly, feel the emotion of already having it. Feel the pride, the relief, the gratitude, because that feeling, that emotional energy is what the universe picks up on. I once wanted to take a trip to a place I had always dreamed of. Instead of just wishing for it, I lived it in my mind every day. I saw myself packing, holding my suitcase, hearing airport announcements, smelling the new air, feeling the breeze on my face. And every time, I would say, "Thank you, universe. This is more beautiful than I ever imagined." And guess what? That trip happened. And not just once, I've been there multiple times now. But when it happened, it didn't feel like a surprise. It felt natural. It felt expected, because I had already lived it in my mind again and again. When you visualize like this, you're not just imagining. You're shifting your present vibration. You're telling the universe, "This is my truth." And the universe always reflects that truth. But here's a crucial tip. Don't stop at the visual part. Visualization is not just about seeing images. To truly shift your vibration, you need to engage all your senses. You have to bring your entire inner world into the experience. Let's say you want to manifest a new home. Don't just imagine the outside of the house. Walk inside it in your mind. Hear the gentle creak of the wooden floor beneath your feet. Smell the fresh scent of paint or flowers near the window. Touch the smooth surface of your kitchen counter. Run your fingers over the fabric of your couch. Look out the window and see the world you now live in. And most importantly, feel the emotion of being there. Does it feel peaceful, comforting, exciting? Does it make you feel safe, proud, or deeply content? Whatever your emotion would be if this desire had already come true, feel that now, fully and honestly. Because that emotion is not just a nice feeling. It is your vibration. And vibration is the language the universe listens to. Let's go deeper with an example. Imagine 2 people asking the universe for the exact same thing, a new job. One person says, "I want a new job," but inside they're full of stress. They feel desperate, unsure, worried. Their vibration is filled with fear and doubt. Now the other person, they don't just ask for the job. They say, "I already have my dream job." And they feel calm, thankful, and confident, as if it's already theirs. Who do you think the universe responds to? The one whose vibration already matches the desire. Here's another situation. Let's say you're trying to manifest financial abundance. You're tired of the bills, the stress, the constant struggle. Instead of focusing on lack, shift your mind into the reality you want. Imagine yourself paying all your bills with ease. Feel how light and free that would feel. Visualize yourself checking your bank account and seeing a number bigger than you've ever seen before. Smile in your mind as you imagine the peace and comfort that brings. And most importantly, give thanks for it as if it already happened. Say to yourself, "Thank you, universe. I am free. I am abundant. I am safe." That feeling changes everything. Because gratitude, when felt in advance, instantly lifts your vibration from lack to abundance. Now, maybe you're wondering, isn't this just pretending? It might sound that way at first, but here's the truth. It's not pretending. It's called training. You're training your mind and body to act, think, and feel in alignment with your future reality. It's like planting seeds in your subconscious. And every time you visualize with emotion, you water those seeds. You believe, you feel, you become, and then one day, those seeds start to grow into real-life experiences. Let's be clear, the universe doesn't react to what you want. It responds to who you are being, your energy, your vibration. So when you visualize something clearly, when you use all your senses, and when you feel the emotion deeply, you begin to become the person who already has it. And that is when the universe begins to mirror that energy right back to you. So here's your moment. Pause whatever you're doing. Close your eyes. Picture your biggest, boldest, most beautiful dream. And don't just think about it. Step inside of it. Breathe it in. Feel it in your chest. Let your heart swell with joy, with relief, with love. Let that vibration take over your entire body. Because the very moment you start vibrating at that frequency, the universe will feel it, and it will respond. And this, right here, is just step one. But if you get this right, if you truly master it, you've already taken a powerful leap forward into the reality you've been dreaming of. Now, let's move on to the second step, advanced gratitude. This next step is where the real magic begins to unfold. Now that you've learned how to visualize your desires using all your senses, it's time to take things deeper into the energy of gratitude. And I'm not just talking about being thankful for what you already have. That's important, yes. But this technique, this is a level higher. This is called advanced gratitude, and it's a step most people completely miss. You've probably heard people say, be grateful for what you have. And yes, that's powerful. But what if I told you that true manifestation begins when you're also grateful for the things you don't yet have, as if they're already yours? That's the secret. That's the shift. You see, most people wait until something good happens before they allow themselves to feel thankful. They wait until the relationship starts, until the money arrives, until the job offer comes in. But here's the truth. That's backward. If you're only grateful after your dreams come true, you're reacting to life. But if you want to create your reality, you have to lead with gratitude. You have to feel thankful before the results show up. When you do that, you're sending a message to the universe that says, I trust you. I already believe it's mine. I know it's on its way. And that belief, that certainty, that vibration, it changes everything. When you practice advanced gratitude, you shift out of the energy of waiting and into the energy of receiving. You're no longer hoping. You're no longer doubting. You're saying, thank you. I already have it. And here's why it works. The universe doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined with emotion. What matters is your vibration. If your energy says this is mine, the universe aligns with that truth. Let me share a personal story that proves how powerful this truly is. A few years ago, I was feeling stuck in my career. I knew I needed a change, but I didn't know how or when it would happen. And that uncertainty felt heavy. But instead of sitting in worry, I started something simple, a gratitude notebook. Every morning, I would sit down and write things like, thank you for the amazing opportunities that are finding me. Thank you for the fulfilling job I love. Thank you for the financial abundance that surrounds me. At first, it felt weird. My logical mind kept whispering, but none of this is real yet. But I kept going. I kept writing. I kept feeling thankful, even when I had no proof. Then something happened. Out of nowhere, I received an email from someone I had never met. They had heard about me through a friend and wanted to discuss a project. That simple message led to a conversation. And That conversation led to an opportunity, the exact kind of breakthrough I had been giving thanks for. But here's what surprised me the most. It didn't feel random. It didn't feel like luck. It felt expected, like I'd already lived it, because in a way I had. I had lived it every morning in my gratitude. That's when I realized gratitude is more than just being thankful. It's a message. It's a signal. It says to the universe, I trust, I believe, I receive. And when you truly believe, the universe delivers. Now, you might be wondering, why does this even work? Isn't this just positive thinking? But the truth is, it's much deeper than that. This isn't just about being optimistic or tricking your brain. This is about understanding how the universe actually works on an energetic level. Both scientists and spiritual leaders agree on one profound truth. Everything in the universe is made of energy. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every word you speak, it all carries energy. It all sends out a frequency, a signal. And when you feel genuine gratitude, you raise your energy to one of the highest possible frequencies. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion. It's a powerful vibrational tool. It tells the universe, I'm in alignment. I already feel whole. I already feel abundant. And guess what? Because energy attracts like energy, that high-frequency state begins to pull similar experiences into your life. Just like tuning a radio, when you shift to the right station, you start receiving a new broadcast. But if you're stuck in fear, in doubt, in stress, if you wake up every day thinking, I don't have enough, I'm running out of time, I am stuck, then that's the signal you're putting out. And the universe, like a perfect mirror, reflects it right back. So when you tune your energy into gratitude, you shift your signal. You start broadcasting faith. You start radiating trust. You become a magnet for the very blessings you've been asking for. But here's the catch. It's not about saying the words. It's about feeling them. You can write thank you in a notebook 100 times. But if you don't actually feel the emotion of gratitude deep in your heart, it won't shift your energy. The universe doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to emotion, to frequency, to vibration. So, how do you practice advanced gratitude in your daily life? It's not hard, but it does require commitment and consistency. Here's how you can start. 1. Begin your morning with gratitude. Before you check your phone, before you scroll through social media, before the noise of the day begins, take just a few minutes to sit in silence and write down what you're thankful for. But write as if your dreams have already come true. For example, thank you for my dream job that fills me with purpose. Thank you for the financial freedom I'm enjoying. Thank you for the love that surrounds me every day. Don't just write the words, feel them. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement, as if these things are already in your life right now. 2. Practice gratitude throughout your day. Don't wait for big miracles. Train your mind to notice the small blessings too. Maybe it's a warm cup of tea, a kind smile, a breath of fresh air, a quiet moment of peace. Say thank you for those little things, because when you notice them, they multiply. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. 3. End your day with gratitude. Before you go to sleep, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what went well today? What am I thankful for? Even if the day wasn't perfect, find something, anything, to be grateful for. This sets your subconscious mind in a positive state before rest. It prepares you to receive even more good tomorrow. Let me give you another real-life example, one that proves just how powerful this can be. A friend of mine wanted to manifest her dream home, but she didn't have the money. She didn't have the connections. She didn't know how it could happen. But every single day, she chose to focus on gratitude. Each morning, she would write in her journal, thank you for my beautiful home. Thank you for the peace I feel in it. Thank you for the space that brings me joy. She would visualize herself walking through it, room by room, feeling the floor under her feet, smelling the flowers on the dining table, touching the soft fabrics, the sunlight streaming through the windows. And at night, she would whisper, thank you, universe, for my home. And then, slowly, things started shifting. Out of nowhere, she came across an opportunity. A house she never imagined would be within reach suddenly became available. Financial support showed up. Everything aligned in a way that seemed unbelievable. But to her, it wasn't shocking. It felt normal, because in her mind and in her vibration, she had already lived there. That's the power of gratitude before the blessing arrives. One of the most powerful benefits of advanced gratitude is this. It helps you release fear, dissolve doubt, and calm anxiety. When you're constantly focused on what you don't have, your mind starts racing with questions. What if it never happens? What if I fail again? What if things get worse? That mindset creates stress. It creates resistance. And that resistance blocks your energy. It pushes away the very things you're trying to attract. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, not for what's missing, but for what's already coming, something amazing happens inside you. You begin to feel peaceful. You start to feel safe. You stop asking when and start trusting that it's already on the way. Gratitude gently moves you out of a state of lack and into a state of having. It changes your energy from, I need this, to I already have this. And that one shift makes all the difference. Because when you're vibrating at the frequency of already having what you desire, you're no longer reaching, struggling, or begging. You're receiving. And that's where real manifestation begins. Think of it like this. Wanting something creates tension, but being grateful for it in advance creates alignment. It sends a clear message to the universe. I'm ready. I'm in tune. I already feel it. And the universe always answers readiness. So whenever you feel stuck, when your faith feels shaken, when you're unsure what your next step should be, return to gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate reset button for your energy. It's the fastest, most powerful way to get back into alignment. Because the more grateful you are, not just once in a while, but every single day, the more you'll start to notice blessings appearing in your life. Some will be big, some small, some so quiet you might almost miss them. But they're all signs, proof that your vibration is working and your reality is beginning to shift. That's why advanced gratitude isn't just a mindset. It's a practice. It's a pathway. And most importantly, it's a power you already carry within you. Here's something powerful you need to remember. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're ready to receive. And gratitude makes you ready. It aligns your mind, your body, and your spirit with the reality you're in the process of creating. So ask yourself right now, what are you grateful for? Not just what you already have, but what you're creating. What desires are you ready to thank the universe for right now? Write them down. Say them out loud. Feel them deep in your heart. Because the moment you start giving thanks in advance, the universe begins moving everything into place. Opportunities, connections, even miracles start to unfold. Remember, gratitude isn't just a tool for manifesting your dreams. It's a state of being. And when you live in a state of gratitude, the universe has no choice but to respond. Here you go. You're ready. Now, let's move into the third and final step, inspired action. This is where you take all the energy you've built and turn it into reality. And it's the step that most people skip, the reason so many manifestations get stuck halfway. You see, manifestation isn't about sitting back, closing your eyes, and waiting for miracles to drop into your lap. The universe isn't a magic genie that grants wishes without any movement from you. It works with you, not for you. Think of it like this. The universe is your GPS. It knows exactly where you want to go. But if you don't move, there are no routes to calculate, no paths to adjust. Nothing happens. The moment you take even a single step, the path starts unfolding. Doors open, opportunities appear, and what once seemed impossible begins to feel inevitable. But here's the key. It's not about taking just any action. It's about taking inspired action. So what exactly is inspired action? It's different from forced action. Forced action comes from fear, from panic. Like applying for hundreds of jobs out of desperation, or making rushed decisions just to feel like you're doing something. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from a place of clarity. It feels natural. It feels right. It often shows up as a quiet nudge, a sudden idea that excites you. Maybe even scares you a little, but in a good way. It's that inner voice saying, reach out to that person. Sign up for that course. Start that project you've been dreaming about. That's the universe guiding you. Let's walk through a simple example. Imagine you're trying to manifest your dream job. You've been doing the inner work, you're visualizing it, practicing gratitude, aligning your energy. But nothing seems to be happening. No calls, no offers, no signs. Then one day, a small idea pops into your mind. It's so subtle, you could almost ignore it. You think, maybe I should email that person I admire. Just reach out. At first, your logical mind jumps in. What's the point? They probably won't even reply. But something deeper nudges you. And you listen. You send the email. What happens next? That single email sparks a conversation. That conversation turns into a connection. And suddenly, a new opportunity appears right in front of you. That's inspired action. It's not about having the whole plan figured out. It's about trusting the nudges. Each step reveals the next. The universe isn't going to show you the entire map right away. It's like walking with a flashlight in the dark. You take one step, and only then do the next few steps become visible. Now, let's talk about why most people get stuck here. It's because they believe they need the entire roadmap before making a move. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect guarantee. But manifestation doesn't work that way. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. That's the secret. Take one small action from a place of trust, not fear. It could be sending a message, making a phone call, joining a class, saying yes to a new opportunity, starting a side project. Even a tiny step is a powerful message to the universe. I'm serious. I'm ready. So how do you know if an action is truly inspired? Here's the simple way to tell. Inspired action feels natural. It feels exciting, even if it makes you a little nervous. It comes from a place of peace and alignment, not panic or desperation. It feels like something you're led to do, not something you're forcing yourself into. For example, if you're manifesting financial abundance, fear-based action might look like applying to every job out of sheer anxiety. But inspired action might look like reaching out to a mentor you admire, starting a passion project on the side, or learning a new skill that excites you. The difference is in the feeling. Inspired action carries a quiet peace. Even when it stretches you, it doesn't drain you. It energizes you. So trust your intuition. Follow those small nudges. They're your guidance system. And every time you follow them, you are stepping into alignment with the life you are destined to create. Here's something I want you to truly remember. Manifestation isn't passive. It's a beautiful partnership between you and the universe. You do your part through visualization and gratitude. The universe responds by sending signs, nudges, and opportunities. But you must take that first step. And with every step you take, you're saying, I trust. I'm moving forward. I'm ready. So pause right now and ask yourself, what's one inspired action I can take today? It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to feel aligned. Because once you take that step, things start to move. Obstacles start to dissolve. And what once felt impossible suddenly becomes natural. That's when the magic begins. Remember, the universe isn't waiting for perfection. It's waiting for movement. So take your first inspired action today, no matter how small, and watch the universe respond. Now that you've learned how to visualize clearly, feel advanced gratitude, and take inspired action, there's one more crucial step. And it's the step where most people get stuck. Even if you do everything right, visualize, take action, stay grateful. If something still feels off, if it feels like you're running into invisible walls, it's probably because of internal blockages. These are the silent killers of your manifestations. They're the hidden beliefs, the emotional wounds, the unspoken fears that quietly keep you stuck. Here's the truth. Your biggest obstacle isn't the universe. It's not your circumstances. It's not other people. It's what's happening inside your own mind. As Jacobo Grinberg beautifully explained, your mind is the channel between possibility and reality. But if that channel is blocked with fear, doubt, shame, or unworthiness, then nothing can flow through it. your desires get stuck, your energy gets scattered, and no matter what you try, things just don't seem to move. So how do you clear these blockages? Let me walk you through a simple but powerful exercise that will help reset your vibration. Step 1. Identify the thoughts holding you back. These are the subconscious beliefs that whisper things like, "I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. It's too hard. People like me don't succeed." These beliefs often hide in the background. You might not hear them clearly, but you'll feel them. They show up as fear, self-doubt, anxiety, hesitation. That's how you know they're there. So here's what I want you to do. Grab a notebook or piece of paper. Write down your biggest desire. Then ask yourself, what do I really believe about this? If you're trying to manifest wealth, ask, what do I believe about money? You might hear, money is hard to earn. Rich people are greedy. I'll never be financially free. Write all down. No judgment. No editing. Just be honest. Once you've identified those thoughts, congratulations. You've already taken a huge step, because awareness is everything. You can't change what you don't first recognize. Step 2. Challenge the belief. Now ask yourself, is this belief really true? Where did this come from? Who taught me to think this way? Often, you'll realize that these thoughts aren't even yours. They were passed down by family, society, past pain. But just because they live in your mind now doesn't mean they're permanent. They can be changed. They can be released. Step 3. Replace the thought. For every limiting belief, write a new empowering one. Turn "I'm not good enough" into "I am worthy" and "success flows to me." Turn "money is hard to get" into "money flows to me from known and unknown sources." You're not lying to yourself. You're choosing a new truth, one that supports your growth. Step 4. Release the emotion. Blockages aren't just thoughts. They're also trapped emotions, fear, shame, doubt that live in your body. Here's a simple breathing exercise to help you clear that energy. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you breathe in, imagine a bright light filling your body. Let it shine into every dark corner, every fear, every doubt. Now hold your breath and gently exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine all the heaviness leaving your body like dark smoke. Repeat this 3 to 5 times. You'll feel lighter, more open, more in tune. You're not just shifting your mind, you're clearing your energy field. And remember, the universe doesn't respond to tension. It responds to vibration. When your energy is clean and clear, your manifestations flow easily. Seedling step 5. Replace blockages with empowering action. Here's something you must remember. You can't just remove limiting beliefs and expect everything to change overnight. Once you pull out the weeds, you need to plant new seeds. You need to replace old energy with new, powerful action. If you've identified a belief like, "I'll never be successful," don't just write it down and walk away. Do something about it. Even a small step in the right direction becomes a declaration to the universe that says, "I believe in my new story." That action could be something simple like updating your resume, reaching out to someone who inspires you, enrolling in a course, practicing your skill, starting something you've been putting off. These steps don't just help you grow. They tell your subconscious mind, "This is who I am now." And every single time you take aligned action, you're clearing the way for your desires to flow in. You're building momentum. You're becoming magnetic. The universe responds to motion. It rewards faith backed by action. Repeat button step 6, daily affirmation practice. Now let's lock in everything you've shifted. After you've identified and challenged your limiting beliefs and taken action to replace them, it's time to anchor in your new energy with daily affirmations. Here's how to do it. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror. Look directly into your own eyes and speak your new truth out loud. Say things like, "I am worthy of love and success. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. I trust the universe is always working in my favor. I release all doubts. I am aligned. I am ready." At first, it might feel awkward. Your old programming might whisper, "That's not true." Who are you to say that? But that's okay. Keep going anyway. Because the more you repeat your new affirmations, the more your mind begins to believe them. And when your mind shifts, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your reality begins to follow. You're not pretending. You're reprogramming. You're building a new identity, one that's aligned with your dreams. Final reminder. Here's what I want you to really take in. Your greatest enemy isn't the universe. It's not your circumstances. It's not the people around you. Your greatest enemy is that quiet voice inside your mind, the one that whispers, "You're not enough. You're not ready. You're not capable." But hear me, that voice, it's not the truth. It's just a story you've been telling yourself for far too long. And right now, you have the power to change it. You have the power to tear down every invisible wall. You have the power to break free from every limiting belief. You have the power to release the emotional weight you've been carrying. And most of all, you have the power to choose new thoughts, to take new actions, and to step into a new, powerful version of yourself. Because when you do that, when you boldly tell the universe, "I'm ready, I believe, I trust," that's when everything starts to shift. Opportunities will appear. Coincidences will align. The right people will show up at the perfect time. Doors you once thought were closed will swing wide open. And your desires, the ones that felt so far away, will start to take form right in front of you. Why? Because the universe never says no. It says yes to your vibration. So clear the blockages. Align your energy. Take inspired action. And prepare yourself for the magic that's waiting for you. Memo your final call to action. Right now, you have everything you need to create the life you dream about. White heavy check mark, multisensory visualization. White heavy check mark, advanced gratitude. White heavy check mark, inspired action. White heavy check mark, belief, clearing plus emotional release. White heavy check mark, daily affirmations to anchor your new self. But none of it works unless you begin. The universe is already ready to say yes to you. It's just waiting for you to take the first step. So take a breath, pause, and ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Write it down, not as a wish, but as your reality. Write it in the present tense. Feel it, own it, step into it. Then take one inspired action today. Just one, because one small step is all it takes to start moving the energy. Manifestation isn't magic. It's alignment. It's vibration. It's about becoming the version of you who already lives the life you desire. And when you do that, the universe has no choice but to mirror it back to you. Remember, every action you take sends a powerful message to the universe. I'm ready. Sparkles if this message touched your heart. Backend index pointing right, like this video. Backend index pointing right, subscribe for more content that empowers and aligns your spirit. Backhand index pointing right, drop a comment below with your intention. Because when you declare it, you activate it, and the universe always responds with yes. So now the real question is, are you ready to receive?